Shalom. In the name of YHWH, honor and praise to Yahweh, the God of Israel, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. After saying that, let's get straight into it. So let's go to the book of Revelations. Let's go to Revelations. Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Now, woe means destruction, okay? Understand that. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. Meaning that Halo, or the Bible translated as Lucifer, where he's came down here on this planet Earth, okay? He's been cast out of the heavens, okay? Because the war that broke out, all right? See, so now he's down here on Earth, and now he has come down. Symbolically, is that through his kids, his children, these politicians, they passing this legislations, they passing this agenda, especially this Green New Deal, because see, this Green New Deal is supposed to help stop the end of the world. Basically, what I mean by the end of the world is not society itself. That's going to, what we're talking about is planet Earth. Because this planet Earth will no longer exist. Okay? In fact, I'm going to hold that and I'm going to get Revelations. Revelations, chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Meaning that what John seen was the how can I say it? Another Big Bang theory took place. Okay, understand that another Big Bang theory will take place. Okay, and when you see the sea no more, it's basically he's talking about the first day creation. Okay, because when you go back into the book of Genesis 1, the world was born. It was without form and darkness. Okay? So that's basically what he was talking about, because the sea didn't come until the second or third day, I believe, the third day. Okay? So let's go back. Let's go back. Revelations, chapter 12, and we're going to read that again, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And when he's talking about those that dwell in the heavens, are those angels that are sad that the house of Israel is into captivity to this day. Okay, so he not only is he telling the angels to rejoice, but he also telling the stars, the celestial beings, to rejoice. Okay. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you, and you can see it, and politically you can see the legislation that's being passed. Okay, because when he came down, it's an astronomical event. Alright? Having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. And you know he has but a short time, because see, this goes back into the beginning of the Garden of Eden. Because see, when Adam was expelled from the garden, Yahweh established a covenant with Adam. Okay, and the covenant is that after 5 days, on that 6th day, you can come back into the Garden of Eden. Yet, however, because of the flesh being corrupt, he cannot enter into the Garden of Eden. Someone has to come. Okay? It is what it is. And YHWH came. Okay? Understand that Adam was made out of the dirt, but in a higher nature. Christ, YHWH is Yahweh's first creation. Okay? Until the flesh became corrupt in the fall of man. Alright? But prior to that, Adam was built in a high being, in a high light. Okay? He wasn't built in a corruptible flesh. Alright? Like how me, you, and so forth, we were born into corruption. We were born into the fleshly nature, a sinful nature. Okay, Adam was not made in a sinful nature. Okay, understand that. See, so the time is short. All right. Listen to what he told Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 46, verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning. Because in the beginning, he declared the end. Okay, and that end time that he declared goes back to that covenant with Adam. You understand? Okay? From ancient times, the things that which are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. Meaning that his word is going to stand and it's not going to come back void. Okay? Because you can see the political events taking place, because America, Russia, and China is going to finish up this society that's with them. Okay? They're going to close it out with a big bang. You understand? Because a second Exodus is about to take place. Because you have to understand the triangle, the southern triangle, the root cause of the migrations, those people, those nations that's in South America, you are the children of Israel. Colombians, okay, Mexicans, all right, Venezuelans, you all are the children of Israel, and all 12 tribes of Israel is right here in America. Notice that all 12 tribes is here in America, but you all don't know that and not able to see that because through terminology, political terminology, they're called immigrants or immigration. All right, understand? Okay. Let's get Job. Let's get Job, the 20th chapter. Job, chapter 20, verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short. I'm going to read that again. That the triumphing of the wicked is short. Meaning they triumph, they strong, they waxing great. But it's for a short period of time. Okay? This is their kingdom. Alright? But they're going to enjoy this kingdom for a short period of X amount of time. Because that covenant will come to pass. Okay? Understand that. Let's read that again. Job, chapter 20. Job, chapter 20, verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrites but for a moment. And for a brief moment, y'all is going to be hypocrites. They is going to enjoy the kingdom. Okay? Until the end comes. Alright? You understand? So it is what it is. See, so the wicked, they're triumphing right now through policies, through regulations. Okay, they're ruling. They're in high positions of government, entertainment levels, and all. Okay, they control this whole world. All right, but it's only for a short period of time because we are in the days of the Son of Man. All right, understand that. Let's get let's go to 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. Let's read that again. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. Now scoffers is another word for mockers, okay? And that's a mocker, right? Now the Greek word for that is partai, and it's spelled EMPAIRKTAI, and it basically means the state of being preoccupied. Okay, let me give you an example. The excuse to continue to transgress God's laws, to follow the sinful nature, a fleshly nature. Okay, we all fall short. Okay, we all fall short. So we use that as an excuse to continue to transgress Yahweh's laws and to fulfill the flesh, the fleshly nature. Okay, that's what he's talking about. All right. In fact, let's finish that up, and then we're gonna go hit Jude. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, and their own lust is that fleshly nature. Okay, they walk in their own spirit, their own ideology, their own human philosophy. Okay, that's what they walk in, that's what they live in. All right, and not the commandments. Okay, in fact, let's slide over to Jude. Jude, verse 17. But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostle of our Lord YHWH, how that they told you there shall be mockers. What? There shall be mockers in the last time, who shall walk after their own ungodly lust. These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the spirit. And that word sensual, having not the spirit, meaning that basically they take pleasure into continuing to transgress God's laws, or to continue to follow the sinful nature. Okay, and use that excuses. I'm not perfect. You can't judge me. All right, and those what people use when you correct them. You can't. Only one can judge me is God. But Yahweh laws is judgment. Okay, so if someone tells you should stop because that's not in the best interest of Yahweh, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. He is going to judge you at the end, because these same laws and statutes and commandments are going to get your ass at the end. All right. You understand? Okay. See, so you being occupied and you love to continue to transgress God's laws. Okay, and that's not good. All right. So that's what it means by sensual. Okay, they preoccupied. Y'all too busy in the sinful nature, in the fleshly nature. Well, basically, it's like the carnal thinking. It's like you're not thinking in the spirit. Okay, you're thinking in the fleshly nature. All right, they're not moving according to the spirit. All right, which is that flow of motion, that flow of energy, the commandments, that flow of Yahweh flowing through them. Only thing that's flowing through you all is philosophy, racism, Marxism, socialism. Only thing y'all know is ism. Okay, because I was telling, I had a conversation and I was telling one dude, you know what I mean, that the kids these days, they don't know the commandments. Okay, they don't know about iniquities. They don't know that the lifestyle is a separation from them and Yahweh, and He don't hear their prayers. Only thing that they know is philosophy, okay, and religious views, okay, but they don't know the truth and understand the scriptures. All right, it is what it is. Okay, let's go back. Jude, verse 19. These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the spirit, meaning that they take pleasure into continuing to transgress God's laws without them even actually knowing that they are transgressing God's laws, not knowing that that lifestyle keeps them separated from Yahweh. Okay, that's what they don't understand. Let's go to the book of Romans. Romans chapter 1, verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them. But but have pleasure in them that do them. Meaning that you all don't understand the sickness of y'all protesting, y'all supporting this ideology and philosophy of America and of this world. But y'all don't understand that the world is against Yahweh and Yahweh is against the world. And that this planet, the solar system that we know, stars and the moon, will no longer exist. Another Big Bang Theory will take place. You understand? Whether I choose to accept, believe, you choose to accept, believe, but the point is that it's going to come to an end. All right? It is what it is. Okay. Let's go to let's get the book of James. James, chapter 5. James, chapter 5, verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasures on earth, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts, as in the day of slaughter. Okay, and that's what he's talking about, following your own lust. That you nourished your hearts up for that day to where Yahweh going to deal with you. You're going to suffer these consequences. Okay, understand? Okay, and that's the that's the consequences of following the sinful nature. All right, instead of following the spirit. Okay, it is what it is. All right, this let's read let's go up to let's go up to verse 5. I mean, not Shalaki. Let's go up to verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men. And not only the rich, but those that have money also. Okay, now, it's a difference. You have people that truly believe and walk in the truth that have money. But that's not who we're talking about. Okay? That's not who we're talking about. Alright? Go to now, ye rich men. Weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Why? Because all things come to an end. Okay? All things come to an end. Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are molten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And ye shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and ye heap treasures together for the last days. Okay, and that's what y'all do. Y'all heap treasures for the last days. Why? Because y'all follow y'all lustful nature, the sinful nature, ideology, and philosophy, religious views that you follow. That is not of God, of Yahweh, but is of the world. Okay, and this world we know will soon come to an end. Okay, it is what it is. All right. Let's get Matthew. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Let's go Matthew, the 24th chapter. Let's start at verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound. What? And because iniquity. Because what? Iniquity. And iniquity is that lifestyle. Transgender. Okay, movement. That lifestyle that y'all live. Okay, it's abomination. It's outside of, it's against, it violates the commandments. Okay? Because it says, men, women wear nothing pertaining to a man, and a man wear nothing pertaining to a woman. But yet, what you see today is that what they call it now is universal. Okay, where men and women can wear it. Okay, like today's fashion, right? You have these skinny jeans, tight jeans, right? See, so niggas rocking around with tight jeans on, right? Now, those tight jeans, that style, that goes back into the 80s. Okay, with knickerbockers, all right? Bubblegum jeans, skin tights, okay? Now, let me see. Say like they be having their pants hang down, right? Their pants be hanging, right? And they skinny. But when you pull them up, they're gonna come right up here. Those are knickerbockers that the women used to wear back in the 80s. Okay, men used to wear corduroys. All right, dungarees. Okay, the women wear sassoons. All right, but no one understands that the false balance that they create. Okay, that they create. So that iniquity, that lifestyle, that transgender lifestyle is going to abound. Okay, in the next generation, that lifestyle is going to abound in your grandkids and in your great grandkids. Okay, and basically that's what it is. All right. Let's read that again. Matthew chapter 24 verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Let's read that again. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now, what is wax? Wax is basically thick, right? And it's gloss, it shines. So when you put wax on something to cover it up, to protect it, but it also gives us that shine. And basically, what it's saying is that lifestyle, that transgender movement, LBGT community, whatever how you want to call it, is here. It's not going nowhere. See, so it's wax. Okay, it's on wax. It's not going nowhere. It's part of the ideology and philosophy of socialism and Marxism. Okay, all that ideology is here and it's wax. Okay, because the millennials now that's coming out of it, that's being born in today's time, that lifestyle is stuck with them. Okay, it's abound with them. Okay, I was in the news today, and it was a story, an article came out about it was the teachers that was online, and one of the parents got mad, but the school board ain't did nothing about it. That they was indoctrinating these little kids, telling them little kids that kindergartens that if you want to be called a girl and you a boy, you're gonna be called a boy. You're gonna be called a girl. Whatever you want us to call you, we're gonna call you. We don't care what the caregivers say, right? And that was upset because they called the parents the caregivers instead of saying the parents. They were saying the caregivers, right? See, so basically, that transgender movement is being indoctrinated into the kids, into the school boards. Okay. See, so that lifestyle is abounding. It's abound in legislation. Okay, it's abound into law. All right, it is what it is. Okay, let's go back to 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and the water, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. Meaning that the world went back into that flood, it went back into the second day creation. When you go back into the book of Genesis, when he separated the waters from the waters from the waters, and he divided it. Okay, and that was the second day. You understand? That was the second day. In fact, let's get the word and its words. Let's go to Genesis, the 6th chapter. Let's start at verse 11. And the earth was also corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence. And Yahweh looked upon the earth and beheld it. It was corrupt, for all the flesh have corrupted his ways upon the earth, and all flesh have corrupted because of the fall of Adam. See, so everything out of that garden, everything became corrupt. You understand me? See, so that's what he's talking about. All right? Verse 13. And Yahweh said unto Noah, the end of all flesh come before me. What? The end of all flesh come before me. For the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I would destroy them with the earth. And he was going to destroy them with the earth. Okay, that's what he said. Now let's go back to let's go up to verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply upon the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Let's go down to verse 5. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continuously. Meaning that nobody called on the name of the Lord. Even though it said that self had called on the name of the Lord because Eve had replaced Abel, right? But self didn't call on Yahweh. See, self was calling on them other gods. Okay, Anunnaki, all them other religion, gods, false gods. He wasn't calling on Yahweh. That's why the children of self want to be destroyed. Okay? It is what it is. Alright? Verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creepy things, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And basically, Noah believed, but Noah wasn't totally corrupt, because all flesh was corrupt. Okay? Even to this day, even Israelite camps, even though we into this truth, even though we push these commandments, but we still in the flesh, so we still have a sinful nature on us. Okay? And it is what it is, alright? See, so by being corrupt and nobody calling him Lil, the word was to destroy everything because it repented him in his heart. Let's get back to verse 6. Genesis chapter 6, verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he made man on earth, and it grieved him in his heart. And he said, I will destroy whom I have created from the face of the earth. Okay, see, so that really hurted him. That really hurted him to his heart. Okay, so he was going to destroy. He told Noah, I'm going to destroy every man in the earth. Okay, and that's why when you go back, they was willingly ignorant of. They didn't understand. Okay, they didn't understand. All right, let's bring this up. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Okay, meaning that the time is here. Okay, let's get Isaiah 65th chapter. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 8. Thus saith the Lord, as new wine is found in the cluster, and one said, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah inheritance of my mountains. And my elect shall inherit it, and my servants, and those servants are the Gentiles, shall dwell there, because y'all gonna be slaves. Okay? See, so that's why YHWH had to come. Okay? That's exactly why he had to come. Let's get Romans chapter 5, verse 14. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that have not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgressions, because he hearkened to a woman, who is the figure of him that was to come. And that figure of Adam that was to come was YHWH, because YHWH is known as the second Adam, because the first man was corrupt. Okay, he was made of spirit, but corrupt. Alright, understand. Okay, see, so the time is up and the time is short. You understand? Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Meaning it's okay to chill with a woman, it's okay to have a wife, but it's time to make some room and to study and to get into these scriptures. Because if she not saved, you can't save her if you're not saved. You understand me? Because judgment starts with the house of Judah. Okay, so it's time to come into these commandments because the time is short. You understand? Verse 30. And they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashions of this world passeth away. Meaning that it ain't time to be crying and rejoicing and celebrating America, celebrating these holidays. It's not that time, okay? Because America is wicked, okay? And America will be destroyed, okay? America will get hit with weapons, all right? You understand that America will be destroyed. Do you understand? See, so it's not time to rejoice. It's not time to buy cars and video games and all these clothes and shoes, because as the time closes and these political events take place, them shoes, them clothes, the materialistic things, it's not going to help you. It's not going to save you. That philosophy is not going to save you in that day. Okay? Because the day Jacob troubles is coming. Because understand, Donald Trump acknowledged Jerusalem as the capital. The Abraham Accords were signed. He fulfilled biblical prophecy. Alright? Because like I told you, his prophecies are politically being played out through these politicians and agenda. Okay, so when he said that they were going to come against the land of Israel, basically he talking about international policies. And Donald Trump did that. But Biden came in and tried to do on all that shit. Okay? See, so you got to understand politics and religion is built on life, when life is politics and religion. Yahweh prophecies are political, okay, are astronomical, because he speaks through these things, okay, because he created them. All right, understand, and that's what y'all need to learn and understand. Okay, let's get Hebrews. Let's go to the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. And Yahweh, who at sundry times in divers manners spoke in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken to us by his Son. See, so we are in the last days, because his Son came and spoke to us. All right? But you all are ignorant and thinking that this world is not going to end and America is going to get better. Okay? But you all don't understand and see that these political events is taking place. Because when you go back into the Matthew 24th chapter, verse 15, he says, see the desolations of Daniel. Because Daniel's dream is being played out. Okay, to this day, Revelations, John's dream that he had about the beast that's continuing with that connects with Daniel. Okay, all that is being played out as we speak. Okay, that's why he say y'all have eyes but y'all don't see, y'all have ears but y'all don't hear, because y'all don't understand. Okay, y'all don't understand the scriptures. Y'all don't understand biblical scriptures. Okay, it is what it is. Let's get Matthew the 24th chapter. Let's go back. Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. What? And then shall the end come. And it's not talking about Christianity, because Christianity already been around the world. Okay, I grew up watching the 700 Club. All right, what's his name? Now MacArthur. What's the one that pastor that died? Jimmy Graham. I've seen a lot of it because, see, when I was little, I grew up into the scriptures. I grew up into theology. I grew up into Christianity. That's why a lot of it come naturally to me, and a lot of it makes sense when I came into the truth. Because, see, I was converted. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I had to become a child again. I had to wipe everything out and to learn everything back over. And that's why I say, even though I disagree with a few of the doctrines, but I give honors and tips and bow down to Jim Mesno, because see, Jim Mesno, the one opened up a lot of people's eyes, despite of them going and getting and branching off and getting other camps. But yet these brothers put that, you know what I'm saying, put that out there. So I always give homage and respect, okay? And I still listen to the elders, all right? I consider them my elders, all right? Even though I may disagree with this doctrine or this doctrine, but I still listen to them elders, okay? Because they are the elders of Israel. Because they want to open up a lot of people's eyes. They open up a lot of your eyes too, okay? Understand that, all right? So it is what it is, okay? Well, my time is short. I gotta get up out of here. But know and understand that it's time to get into these commandments, okay? It's time to come into these commandments, not celebrate Easter, Christmas, not celebrating and worshiping America's ideology and philosophy, because it will come to an end. You understand? It will come to an end, okay? May Yahweh be upon you all. May His grace bless you all. Shalom.